Alec Baldwin.
All right, well, Doug, you're back on the board in a big way. It's Daniel.
Oh,
Which Baldwin brother starred in The Usual Suspects?
Oh, I know this. So.
And it's one of my favorite movies, and I don't know because as we're going through this list, other than Alec, I don't know any of them. I cannot.
Well, I'm
distinguish
100% sure.
I have
so
Baldwin
I'll let Brandon go
blindness.
first.
no, but if you're 100% sure, why wouldn't I ride your coattails?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
go first.
Okay, fine. James Baldwin.
And Doug, the answer is
Steven.
correct.
I switched before you said correct, so I got it right. So
Doug,
fuck you guys.
It turns out, look at that. I didn't even know it could do that from over there. The cone of silence has fallen on Brandon. Doug, it turns out that you do know more about the Baldwins than
Probably
any
just
of us.
barely, though.
Well, guys, sorry, I forgot to. And let me.
Oh my god, I hate the cone of silence.
I know.
It smells like Doug,
I know. And
which
the
actually
funny
is kind of
thing-
nice.
I was going to say.
It's
What
like-
looked hilarious, I wish we had on video, was the cone that you're wearing around your neck right now
Yeah.
so you don't bite your foot, the stitches.
Correct.
Kind of locked up with the
It
cone
did.
of silence that went down over your head. It was actually adorable when it happened.
Oh.
Well, guys, I think we can put a pin in this one.
Oh,
As
I feel
always.
I feel very satisfied
Absolutely. We
with
had
my level of Baldwin knowledge.
for all those new listeners who have listened to the last couple episodes on Spreaker and thought, I really loved the show. I just wish it had even less direction and was longer. They've got to be really pleased now. But guys, that is our past. Let's look to our future. Brandon, what are we going to be listening to next week?
So next week, our review will be of the started as radio show and now has become a very popular NPR podcast and still radio show. Wait, Don't Tell Me. NPR's #1 news quiz podcast. And it is I'm going to have to give you and the audience a little bit of a background. We're not going to trick Doug or send him in totally blind because it's important.
It's the first time ever
know-
that our intention isn't to trick Doug.
It's a weekly topical news-related quiz show. And so we're going to listen to one of the episodes from the past that I think is a really good example of how great the show can be, in my opinion.
Okay.
And so you get a sense of the format. And then the task for you will be to listen to the most recent episode when it comes out this week. Do not listen to this week's because it is a best of compilation. I want you to listen to whatever the next episode coming out that will have a guest. So listen to the George Clinton episode, and then come next Saturday when they release the podcast.
So we're
to that
listening to
version.
one episode where we at least know who the guest celebrity is. It's
Correct.
George Clinton. It'll be going back a ways. And Brandon kind of prepped all that because it being a topical news show, news isn't new once it gets old.
Right.
But
Wait, is that why they call it news?
that is exactly where it comes from.
Holy, you literally blew my mind.
I literally blew your
you
mind.
literally blew my mind.
But with that said, Doug, I'm somewhat concerned we're giving Doug too complicated a task.
Doug will come through with flying colors.
Doug, how do you
As
feel
always,
about this?
Well,
You're comfortable with the directions you've been given?
all of that's fine. So you said George Clinton's going way, way back. So I take it there's not like a date or an episode
I can
associated
find something, I suppose, or you can, use the internet.
I can just scroll
Well,
like I have to now. I can spin the wheel.
Let
like
me
with
say
my
this,
birthday.
and Doug, it's not going to help you at all, but our listeners at home. As soon as Doug, and remember, we're recording this, a couple weeks in advance. So by the time even this episode comes up, we'll give you a little link to which episode you're actually going to be listening to.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, Doug,
No.
there's this beautiful thing called Google.
No, Brandon, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying
Oh.
this won't help Doug, but for our listeners who may be listening to this a year
listeners
down the
will
line,
enjoy
right?
a
They
link
won't know.
in the description.
There you go. We want
As
it to
always,
be we want it to be
as always,
difficult for Doug.
I am the man who writes the descriptions, and I have never once
Absolutely.
been derelict in my duty to make sure I link to our
I'm
lovely
just
listeners.
reminding our listeners who might be listening to this episode going, oh no, I'm not going to know either because
Right.
I'm listening to this in 2022. I'm kidding. I'm sure we will be round up, killed, and every copy, digital or otherwise, the show will be destroyed in the interest of furthering and bettering humanity. But just in case that doesn't happen, yes, there will be a link for you. Doug, no link for you, buddy.
Right.
You're going to have to do a little work here.
Well, let's hope that and I don't want to put a negative note on this, but when I don't know where it's at, I check my apps that I've already downloaded first. So
Good.
I'll go to Spreaker and just hope it's there because they make finding episodes very easy.
They
if it's not
you
there,
know, Spreaker,
That Spreaker,
I have
man.
so many good things.
I
What
love them
don't
so
they
much.
do well, Brandon?
The only thing that they don't do well, fail us.
Yep. Let us down. That they don't do.
Right. So, and then from there, I usually go to an internet search.
Sure.
But we'll see how it goes.
I trust you. You know, if it's 2 minutes to record time,
I will rise to the challenge.
you will. Yeah, I believe in you.
Thank you.
I believe in you.
Well, folks, if you just are hungering for more MDLTP, you can go to mdltpodcast.com. You can click the contact button there on the upper right-hand corner and send us a little email. You can also just directly email us at mdltpodcast@gmail.com. You can hit up our Twitter, Brandon, at
MDLT Podcasts.
Doug, you can go to our Facebook page
at MDLT Podcast.
There you go, folks. It's just that easy. So let me say, as we wind down, sure, we had a few laughs. We had a few difficult questions. Some songs were sung. No song was ever sung for the game. Wait, did we do one? We didn't do a second one for Which Baldwin for the Win, did we?
No.
We said we were going to do 2 songs. Brandon, give us a song briefly. For some people love them. I don't understand those people, but some do. It's called Which Baldwin for the Win.
Oh, no, I can't do those.
You can't do that.
It gives me an intro.
I know it does.
It gives me
Can't
an
do
intro.
that. Start with the title, maybe. Is your first.
Which Baldwin for the win? There are 4 Baldwins that you can choose from. So which Baldwin for the win, my love? Please don't let it be Stephen.
Brandon, a real free verse guy. I was sure with the Which Baldwin for the Win, with all the IN words and words that end in IN, he was going to go for rhyme. He's not big on rhyming.
Nope.
The first song had rhymes?
It did have one rhyme.
Jesus
and I even
Christ.
went, a rhyme.
No, I did 4 and more, and then I did fool and cool.
Oh, that's good, Brandon. That was 2
How
rhymes.
Hey,
I'll have
dare
to go
you.
back and listen to it
so
again
sorry.
and again. Yes, Doug. Yeah, Doug.
What podcast are we listening to next week? Wait. Don't tell me.
Oh, Doug. Doug, wait a minute, buddy.
Thank you.
No, come on, Brandon. That was good.
No.
Brandon has walked away from the table in anger.
Brandon, come and sit down. You're going to have to accept it. At least Brandon is yelling away from the mic for today. Folks, Doug, you could not have finished this on a higher note. It makes it that much harder to say goodbye, but saying goodbye, we are. But of course, before I say goodbye, I want to thank you, as always, for letting us into your heads and hearts. You keep listening, you keep exploring, and in return, we promise you, from our tiny, tiny hearts, right to yours, we're going to keep making Doug listen to podcasts. Bye, folks.
As a Club Ireland member, you can experience the beautiful game like never before. Savor the hospitality, the excitement on the pitch, and the best premium seats in the Aviva Stadium from just €100 per match. With 3, 5, and 10-year Club Ireland membership, you can enjoy exclusive football experiences, priority on away tickets, and an evening with Mick McCarthy. It really is a match day with more. Visit fai.ie/Club Ireland and be at the heart of it all. As a Club Ireland member, you can experience the beautiful game like never before. Savor the hospitality, the excitement on the pitch, and the best premium seats in the Aviva Stadium from just €100 per match. With 3, 5, and 10-year Club Ireland membership, you can enjoy exclusive football experiences, priority on away tickets, and an evening with Mick McCarthy. It really is a match day with more. Visit fai.ie/Club Ireland and be at the heart of it all.